Close your eyes. Let the sound of the currents surround you. Imagine a world where the surface, as we know it, the towering mountains, the forests, the sprawling cities of concrete and glass, never became our home. Instead, imagine that from the very beginning, humanity turned toward the ocean. Picture this. Millions of years ago, our ancient ancestors stood at a crossroads of evolution. But rather than venturing across the savannas or up into the mountains, they looked to the waves, the vast, endless blue. And slowly, generation by generation, our species became creatures of the sea. We did not abandon the land. We simply never claimed it. In this alternate world, our skin has adapted, smooth and hydrodynamic, shimmering faintly in hues of blue, green, and silver. Our bodies are designed to slice through water with effortless grace. Webbing stretches between our fingers and toes, and delicate gill slits line our necks, gently pulsing as we breathe in the lifeblood of our world, the ocean itself. Gone are the days of lungs straining in the thin air. Here, beneath the surface, life flows with the rhythm of the tides. We call ourselves the Aquasapiens, the children of the deep. Our cities do not scrape the sky. They float in the vast blue, hidden among the coral reefs, woven into the rocky trenches, or drifting gently along the great ocean currents. Domes of living coral glow softly, their surfaces bioluminescent, casting shimmering light across the dark seabed. Imagine neighborhoods crafted from braided kelp and pearlescent shells, shimmering towers that sway with the currents, and open chambers filled with swirling schools of fish that glitter like liquid starlight. The sun, now just a vague glow far above, filters down through the water, casting everything in shifting patterns of blue and green. We have no sky as you know it, only the endless, comforting embrace of the sea. Our ancestors tell tales of a time before memory, when the surface was inhospitable, scorched by the sun, or ravaged by storms. The land dwellers, they say, vanished, unable to adapt. But we remained. We thrived deep beneath the waves. And so begins the story of our world. Breathe in. Let the ocean cradle you. Drift into this alternate existence, where humanity's home is the deep, boundless ocean. Chapter 1. The evolution of the Aquasapiens. Evolution is not always linear. And in this world, it took a different path. Our species, shaped by necessity, molded by the relentless tides and crushing pressures of the deep, evolved beyond the limitations of lungs and gravity. Picture an ancient hominin, wading not cautiously along the shore, but diving deep, exploring kelp forests and shallow reefs. Over generations, those who stayed beneath the waves became something new. Our lungs became vestigial, replaced by intricate gills hidden beneath skin folds along our ribs and neck. Our vision, once sensitive to the bright light of the sun, now thrives in the twilight of the ocean's depths. Our eyes are larger, adapted to the faint bioluminescence that blooms along the seafloor. We see in hues of blue, green, and silver. Attuned to the language of light spoken by the sea, our bones are dense, yet flexible, designed to withstand the immense pressures that would crush a land dweller. Our muscles ripple beneath smooth, pressure-resistant skin, allowing for effortless movement through the liquid expanse of our world. And communication, that has transformed entirely. Imagine speaking not with words carried on fragile air, but through shimmering pulses of light that ripple across your body. Our skin, embedded with bioluminescent cells, glows softly, shifting colors and patterns to convey emotion, thought, and even complex stories. We sing, not with vocal cords alone, but with vibrations felt through the water, gentle hums and pulses that resonate deep within the bones. Music designed to be felt as much as heard. Our young learn to swim before they can crawl. Birth takes place in sanctuaries woven from kelp and coral, where currents gently cradle both mother and child. Infants instinctively hold their breath then, within days. Their gills begin to pulse, drawing life from the water around them. This is our world. We are as much a part of the ocean as the fish, the whales, the great drifting jellyfish, and the creatures that lurk in the deep trenches where light never reaches our bodies, our culture. Even our myths are all born of the sea. Chapter 2. Cities beneath the waves, our cities, are not constructed with bricks or steel. Instead, they grow, woven and cultivated from the living bounty of the ocean. Picture sprawling metropolises built into the side of colossal underwater cliffs, where coral reefs stretch for miles, blooming in impossible colors. Imagine vast, floating platforms anchored to the seafloor, constructed from braided kelp, strong as steel and shells, polished to gleaming perfection. Bioluminescent flora, carefully cultivated, illuminate our streets with soft, shifting patterns of blues, purples, and greens. Giant, translucent domes made from hardened shell and glassy algae rise above the seafloor, their interiors bustling with life. Transportation is fluid, literally. We travel along currents, riding on the backs of great, domesticated sea creatures bred over generations to ferry us from place to place. Some journey on manter, rays with wingspans the size of buildings, while others hitch rides within the gentle, protective coils of colossal, engineered eels. Our homes sway with the water's movement, never rigid, always adapting to the tides. The ocean is unpredictable, and so, too, are our lives. We do not resist the current, we flow with it. Markets bustle within open-air kelp domes, where traders exchange glistening shells, shimmering fabrics spun from sea silk, and fermented sea fruits harvested from bioluminescent groves hidden in underwater valleys. Imagine artisans crafting sculptures from living coral, weaving tapestries of glowing algae that ripple softly with every current. Picture vast plazas where public gatherings take place beneath the shifting light, and concerts of bubble singers fill the water with harmonious vibrations. In this world, the concept of walls is different. Our cities breathe, flex, and flow with the ocean. There are no harsh boundaries, only gentle transitions between spaces, marked by changing currents and the glow of carefully cultivated sea life. Power is drawn from the earth itself. Thermal vents, harnessed with care, provide warmth and energy. Bioelectric pulses from genetically modified sea plants light our cities, and the rhythmic flow of tides fuels our technology. There are no fires here, no smoke, no pollution drifting skyward, only the gentle hum of an ocean civilization, vast, ancient, and ever-moving. Chapter 3: The language of light and sound in this underwater world. Speech has transformed beyond mere words. Our primary language is light, a complex system of bioluminescent patterns that ripple across our skin, signaling thought, emotion, and complex stories without the need for spoken sound. Imagine lovers communicating across vast underwater plains with flickers of glowing blue and green. Picture elders telling ancient myths through slow, pulsing patterns of amber and violet. Our skin becomes our canvas, our voice, our shared history. Sound travels differently here. Our voices resonate not through the air, but through the dense, liquid embrace of the ocean. We hum, click, and vibrate, creating frequencies that carry for miles, felt deep within the body. Music is born of this resonance, a symphony of clicks, hums, and gentle pulses that harmonize with the songs of whales, the chatter of dolphins, and the deep, haunting calls of mysterious creatures dwelling in the abyss. Festivals are held within vast, hollowed coral chambers where acoustics amplify our songs. Communities gather to share stories of ancestors, to dance in weightless celebration, and to merge their voices with the living song of the ocean. Communication extends beyond humanity. We have forged alliances with other intelligent species of the sea. Dolphins serve as messengers, capable of conveying complex signals across great distances. Octopuses, with their unmatched problem-solving skills, assist in crafting intricate tools and structures. Our culture is fluid, vibrant, and entirely woven into the ocean's endless rhythm. Chapter 4: Society beneath the waves. In the vast blue expanse of our world, human society has evolved, fluid and adaptive, much like the ocean itself. Without borders etched in stone, our territories shift with the tides, currents, and seasons. Our people organize into clans, pods, and drifting collectives. Some dwell permanently within colossal reef cities, anchored to ancient underwater mountains, or nestled within sprawling coral forests. Others roam the ocean currents, nomadic families drifting with migrating herds of glowing plankton, luminous jellyfish, and vast shoals of fish that stretch beyond sight. Leadership is not fixed by lineage alone, but is earned through knowledge, skill, and harmony with the sea. Elders, known as the tidekeepers, carry ancient wisdom passed down through generations. read the currents, predict the migration patterns of life, and interpret the subtle changes in the ocean's song. Our economy is based not on gold or paper, but on trade, cooperation, and the balance of resources. Communities barter with crafted goods, bioengineered sea plants, rare minerals harvested from the abyss, and the songs of trained aquatic creatures that carry messages across the endless blue. Education begins early. Children are taught not only to swim, but to listen to the currents, to the hum of marine life, to the ancient echoes reverberating through submerged caves. They learn the language of light, the patterns of communication that dance across skin, and the intricate art of bioluminescent storytelling. In our society, every being has a role. Harvesters tend to glowing algae farms. Engineers weave structures from living coral and kelp. Riders train great sea creatures for transport and exploration. And deep-sea divers, the most revered among us, descend into the uncharted trenches to retrieve resources and knowledge hidden in the abyss. Harmony is valued above all. The ocean is vast, but it is not limitless. We understand our dependence on its fragile balance. Overharvesting, waste, and careless disruption are met with swift communal correction. To harm the sea is to harm ourselves. Yet, as with all civilizations, tensions brew beneath the surface. Chapter 5. Technology of the deep. Despite the absence of fire, steam, and traditional industry, our technological advancements are profound, crafted with nature rather than against it. Our homes, tools, and transportation are bioorganic, grown and cultivated from the ocean's bounty. Massive kelp strands, braided together with strengthened coral bones, form the foundations of floating cities. Transparent algae domes filter light while maintaining structural integrity against crushing pressures. We have mastered the art of breeding and genetically guiding marine life to assist in daily tasks. Enormous manta rays serve as graceful transports across long distances. Modified jellyfish illuminate dark regions of the sea with their radiant glow. Schools of engineered fish patrol city perimeters, detecting potential threats or environmental shifts. Communication devices are crafted from sensitive membranes that transmit bioelectric signals, carried through the currents across vast distances. These aquatic messengers pulse with encoded vibrations, relaying news, warnings, or song-like narratives between communities. Energy is drawn from the ocean itself. Thermal vents provide heat and power. Flowing currents are harnessed to generate electricity, while bioluminescent algae fields supply sustainable light for entire cities. Food is abundant, yet managed with care. Kelp forests, algae farms, and coral gardens are cultivated for nourishment, alongside carefully regulated harvesting of fish, crustaceans, and shellfish. We have no combustion engines, no towering smokestacks, no choking pollution. Our world is one of integration, a technological dance with the sea, where innovation blossoms in harmony with the ocean's rhythms. Exploration, however, remains our greatest frontier. Chapter 6. The abyss and the deep explorers beneath the settled regions and glowing cities lies the abyss, a realm of darkness, mystery, and unimaginable pressure. The deepest trenches stretch miles below, into zones where light fades entirely, and life becomes strange, resilient, and ancient beyond measure. Deep explorers, the bravest among us, descend into these shadowed realms in specialized, bio-enhanced suits designed to withstand the crushing forces. These suits are crafted from the scales of abyssal creatures and reinforced with flexible kelp fibers and hardened coral plating. Communication in the abyss is reduced to vibrations and flickering light as words dissolve into the heavy pressure. Explorers rely on trained creatures, bioluminescent fish, sonar-emitting whales, and genetically guided squid to aid in their perilous journeys. The abyss holds secrets. Vast skeletons of extinct leviathans rest in the black mud, their bones towering like forgotten monuments. Ruins of ancient cities, relics of a surface world swallowed by time, sit in eerie silence. Strange bioluminescent plants pulse with rhythms not yet understood. Some claim that lost technologies, relics of the old ones, lie hidden in the depths, artifacts of a civilization that once ruled the surface before vanishing beneath the waves. Explorers seek these remnants, bringing back knowledge, resources, and sometimes unsettling stories of creatures beyond comprehension, beings with translucent forms and ancient eyes, watching from the abyss. The deep trenches are our final frontier, a reminder that even within the familiar embrace of the ocean, mysteries linger in the darkness. Chapter 7. The whisper of conflict, despite our harmony with the sea. Discord stirs beneath the surface. Some clans hoard resources, establishing rigid control over fertile kelp fields or rare thermal vents. Pirates, riding armored sea creatures bred for aggression, raid floating caravans and isolated settlements. Tensions rise between nomadic groups and settled city-states, each vying for control over the most prosperous currents and migratory routes. Territorial disputes play out not through violent warfare, but through manipulation of the environment, redirecting currents to displace rivals, introducing disruptive species into contested regions, or severing trade routes with strategically placed coral growths. Espionage is carried by genetically modified creatures, capable of slipping unnoticed into opposing territories, gathering information and vanishing into the blue. And then there are the surface seekers, a fringe faction obsessed with the ancient world above the waves. These renegades defy taboo, crafting experimental vessels capable of breaching the ocean's ceiling, seeking forbidden knowledge of the surface. Their actions stir controversy and fear, dividing communities. For while the surface remains shrouded in myth and danger, some believe it holds answers, power, or salvation. But at what cost? Chapter 8. Myths of the forgotten surface. Though generations have passed beneath the waves, the surface is not entirely forgotten. Stories drift through the currents, whispered in the glow of bioluminescent plazas, and echoed by the wandering tides. To some, the surface is a myth, a fantastical realm of fire, air, and endless skies. To others, it is a place of ruin, a desolate, scorched wasteland, abandoned after ancient wars and environmental collapse. The most common tale is that of the Sky Children, the first of our ancestors who dared to breach the ocean ceiling, venturing into the unknown. It is said they were driven by curiosity, by the unyielding human desire to explore, to understand, to reach beyond the familiar. With bodies adapted to the crushing depths, they built vessels of woven shell and pressurized coral, reinforced with the scales of abyssal beasts. They rose through the ever-lightening water, past the twilight zone, where colors returned in faint rainbows, beyond the shallow reefs teeming with sunlit life, until they broke through into the air. For the first time, they saw the endless sky, an unimaginable canvas of blues and whites, illuminated by a brilliant, blinding orb. The sun, some stories speak of their awe, their exhilaration, their terror at the vast openness above. They describe strange landmasses, crumbling ruins, the skeletons of towering structures overtaken by vines and salt. Others say they found nothing but devastation, a world abandoned, barren, unfit for life. The Sky Children never returned, or so the stories claim. Some believe they perished, unable to adapt to the surface's harsh, dry realm. Others insist they founded a new society, hidden on forgotten islands or floating cities high above. Their legend fuels both hope and fear. In the darkest depths, some whisper that the Sky Children were not alone, that ancient beings dwell beyond the waves, watching, waiting, their motives unknown. Chapter 9. The Forbidden Surface Seekers, despite warnings and cultural taboos. A faction known as the Surface Seekers persists. They are explorers, scientists, dreamers who refuse to accept the ocean as humanity's sole domain. They craft secret vessels, pressurized, camouflaged, capable of ascending beyond the waves. Many are outcasts, shunned by those who fear disrupting the fragile balance beneath the sea. But others quietly admire their determination, their willingness to chase forgotten truths. The surface seekers share glimpses of their findings. Fragments of glass, corroded metal, devices of unknown function, and peculiar seeds from surface plants, long thought extinct. Some even claim to have seen the stars, tiny, distant lights speckling the sky, shimmering like the bioluminescence of deep-sea creatures. Others return with stories of silence. Vast, empty lands devoid of life. Oceans polluted by relics of a forgotten civilization. Crumbling ruins overtaken by moss and salt, haunted by echoes of what once was. But not all missions succeed. Many vessels vanish, lost to the unforgiving transition between water and air. The surface remains a realm of uncertainty, dangerous, alluring, forbidden. Yet, curiosity persists. Chapter 10. Philosophy of the deep in our underwater world. Philosophy flows with the tides. Without a sky to gaze upon, our ancestors turned their thoughts inward, contemplating the currents, the vastness of the ocean, the mysteries hidden in the abyss. We speak often of the endless current, a concept that life, much like the water around us, flows in perpetual motion. Everything is connected, the smallest plankton to the largest leviathan, the glowing coral forests to the unseen depths of the trenches. Existence is fluid, ever-changing, like the gentle rise and fall of the tides. Death is not feared, but embraced as part of the great cycle. The bodies of the departed drift into the currents, nourishing the reefs, becoming one with the ocean that birthed us all. Our elders teach that to resist change is to fight the ocean itself, a futile struggle. Harmony comes not from control, but from understanding, from flowing with the rhythm of the sea. And yet, within us burns a spark, an ancient curiosity that no current can extinguish. We wonder about the surface, about the world beyond our watery home. We question the past, the future, the unknown. Perhaps it is our nature to adapt, to explore, to dream, even beneath the crushing depths. Chapter 11. Dreams of the unknown in the quiet moments, when bioluminescent lights dim and the currents lull us into peaceful slumber. We dream of distant reefs teeming with unfamiliar life, of drifting through ancient ruins, their walls inscribed with forgotten languages, of creatures beyond imagining, shimmering in colors unknown, guiding us through hidden trenches. Some dream of the surface, a vast, open realm where water ends and air begins. They imagine standing on solid ground, feeling the warmth of sunlight upon their faces, hearing the whisper of wind across endless plains. In these dreams, the ocean still calls to us, but so too does the sky. Others dream of deeper mysteries, of undiscovered species glowing in the black abyss, of ancient leviathans stirring in their slumber, of forgotten technologies buried beneath layers of sediment and time. Our dreams, like our world, are boundless. And when we awaken, we carry these dreams with us, silent hopes drifting alongside the currents, unspoken, yet ever present. Chapter 12. The rhythm of the sea in the vast, endless ocean that we call home. Life moves with a rhythm, a gentle, unceasing pulse that carries all things forward. Currents weave between glowing coral gardens and ancient shipwrecks, long overtaken by sea life. Schools of fish shimmer like liquid constellations, swirling through the blue, their scales catching the faint bioluminescence that flickers from the reef walls. Our cities sway gently with the tides, their structures alive, growing and shifting with the ever-changing sea. Kelp forests rise like underwater jungles, their broad leaves dancing in slow, mesmerizing patterns. The sun, far above, filters down in muted rays, casting shifting patterns upon the seafloor, a reminder of the surface world that lingers in myth and memory. Here, in the depths, time slows. Life flows as one endless, interwoven cycle. There is no hurry, no harsh divisions between night and day. Instead, we measure time by the migration of creatures, the flowering of underwater plants, the ebb and flow of the great currents. Our people live in harmony with these rhythms, their lives attuned to the subtle song of the sea, the hum of distant whales, the crackle of shifting reefs, the gentle rush of the tides. And through it all, the ocean cradles us, as it always has. Chapter 13. Legacy of the deep. Our ancestors are never truly gone. Their stories live on, etched into living coral, passed from generation to generation through bioluminescent dances. Songs sung in vibration and color, and whispered tales told beneath the waves. We remember the pioneers who first built floating settlements, weaving homes from sea silk and cultivating the glowing gardens that sustain us. We honor the explorers who braved the abyss, retrieving knowledge and resources from the unknown depths. And we revere the storytellers, the elders who paint the history of our people across the ocean floor, weaving myths and memories into the very fabric of the sea. In the quietest hours, when the ocean rests in stillness, we visit the memory groves, vast coral formations glowing softly with ancestral stories. Here, we reflect on our place in this world, on the legacy left behind by those who came before, and the unknown that lies ahead. We understand that we are but a single thread in the vast, ever-flowing tapestry of life beneath the waves. Chapter 14. Humanity's ocean destiny. We were born of the ocean, the salt in our blood, the fluidity of our movement, the rhythm of our hearts, all echo the sea's eternal song. Though myths of the surface world tempt some with curiosity, it is the ocean that defines us. Its depths hold mysteries, its currents shape our journeys, and its life sustains us. We have evolved to belong here, to glide through open water with ease, to communicate through shimmering light, to build homes that breathe and grow alongside the reefs. Our future is not written upon dry land, but beneath the waves, where endless exploration awaits, where unknown species thrive, and where the abyss whispers secrets yet to be uncovered. Some among us will continue to dream of the surface, the wide sky, the forgotten ruins, the stories of land and air, but most will remain here, embraced by the ocean, flowing with its currents, listening to its song, forever connected to the deep. This is our destiny, to live not above, but within the boundless, ancient, ever-changing world beneath the waves. Chapter 15. Drift into tranquility as the currents gently rock our cities, as bioluminescent lights pulse softly in the twilight waters. We drift into a state of peaceful stillness. The hum of distant whales, echoes through the vast blue, blending with the soft crackle of coral growth and the rhythmic whisper of flowing tides. Our breathing slows, in tune with the ocean's pulse. The sea cradles us, carrying away the weight of thought, the restlessness of curiosity, replacing it with calm, flowing serenity. The ocean is vast, but it is home. Its currents will carry you. Its warmth will hold you. Its song will lull you into gentle dreams. Let yourself drift. Let your mind wander through endless coral gardens, past glowing schools of fish, into the dark, mysterious trenches where ancient life stirs. Float weightless, embraced by the sea, unburdened by gravity or noise. Here, in this imagined world beneath the waves, you are safe. You are home. Chapter 16. Echoes of the deep past our world beneath the waves holds countless secrets, remnants of ages long forgotten, etched into the seafloor, buried beneath layers of silt and coral. Explorers speak of vast ruins hidden within submerged valleys, structures of strange angles, worn by the current, their origins lost to myth. Some believe these to be relics of the old ones, the surface-dwelling civilization that vanished when humanity chose the ocean. Stone pillars rise like the bones of giants, overtaken by coral and shimmering with bioluminescent life. Ancient statues gaze upward toward the faint glow of the surface, their faces eroded, their purpose unknown. Historians swim these forgotten places, deciphering carvings, gathering fragments of metal and glass, piecing together the puzzle of a world we never inhabited, yet remains woven into our collective dreams. The past whispers through the deep trenches, carried by currents older than memory, reminding us that though we belong to the ocean now, we are shaped by the choices of those who came before. Chapter 17. The calling of the abyss for some. The surface holds no allure. It is the abyss that calls to them. The deepest trenches, darker than the midnight zone, are realms few dare to enter. Here, the pressure is immense, the light is absent, and life takes forms beyond imagination. Beings of translucent flesh drift, like ghosts through the void. Creatures with eyes that glimmer faintly in the blackness, with bodies engineered by evolution to survive the crushing depths. Our deep-sea divers speak of colossal forms moving in the shadows, leviathans older than civilization, their songs vibrating through the water like forgotten memories. There are tales of bioluminescent forests growing along hydrothermal vents, of ecosystems powered by Earth's hidden warmth, of creatures that glow with unnatural light, signaling to each other in patterns never deciphered. To descend into the abyss is to confront the unknown, to embrace the deepest mysteries of the ocean, and perhaps to discover truths that challenge our understanding of life itself. And yet, the abyss remains vast, ancient, untouched, a reminder of the unexplored frontiers beneath our feet. Chapter 18. Unity of all life beneath the waves in our oceanic civilization. Separation between species fades. We swim alongside dolphins, whose intelligence has long been acknowledged. Octopuses assist in crafting tools and solving complex problems. Great whales guide our migrations, their songs blending with our own in harmonic resonance. Even the smallest creatures, the plankton that drift unseen, play their part nourishing the reefs, sustaining life, embodying the delicate web of existence. Our language is not only for ourselves. We have learned to communicate through vibration, color, and resonance with the myriad of species sharing our world. The boundaries between human and animal, between plant and architecture, between technology and life, blur in harmonious coexistence. We are not the rulers of the ocean, but its stewards, one thread in the vast, living fabric of the sea. Chapter 19. The dream of exploration continues. The ocean is vast, yet not infinite. There are still uncharted currents, unexplored ruins, and unknown species waiting to be discovered. Our people are driven by curiosity, by the same innate desire that led some to dream of the surface, others to seek the abyss, and still others to map the endless blue. New generations of explorers craft advanced vessels, blending organic and engineered elements, living ships that pulse with life, capable of navigating pressure zones previously inaccessible. With each journey, we uncover more of our world, expanding the boundaries of knowledge, embracing the wonders and mysteries hidden within the sea. And still, legends persist of the sky children, of surface lands untouched by time, of cities floating high above the waves, veiled in mist. Perhaps one day, those dreams will be realized. But for now, our hearts belong to the ocean. Chapter 20. Drift into sleep, carried by the current as the tides slow, as the bioluminescent lights dim to soft pulses of blue and green. We surrender to rest. The ocean hums with life, gentle currents cradling us, rocking us into dreams of coral gardens, of shimmering schools of fish, of ancient ruins bathed in moonlit glow. Our breathing slows, in rhythm with the sea. In the distance, whales sing their haunting melodies, vibrations resonating through bone and water alike, weaving lullabies older than memory. We are safe here, beneath the waves. The currents will carry you. The reefs will shelter you. The song of the ocean will soothe your mind. Let yourself drift weightless, free, embraced by the endless blue in this world where humans live beneath the waves. You are never alone. The ocean surrounds you, protects you, connects you to all life. The tides rise and fall. The currents shift, but the sea remains close your eyes. Breathe with the rhythm of the deep. Drift peacefully now, carried by the endless current into gentle, dreamless sleep.